Good evening, Internet. We are the Broken Sea.
How you doing, you beautiful YouTubians?
Welcome to, this is our first rendition of the Broken Critic, and we decided on doing something a little bit special.
With this one. You want to give them a rundown on what the Critic is real quick?
Pretty much, we're exceptionally nerdy kind of people, and if there's one thing that every nerd has, it's a useless opinion.
And a bunch of porno mags. Anyway, regarding useless opinions about movies, comics, etc.
Everything.
We decided with the Critic to tackle movies that, well, kind of divide people.
Kind of divide people and almost even fell completely off the radar.
Completely out of obscurity. These are movies that are generally not really well liked, but not a lot of people go into them about why they're not well liked. So when it comes to a movie of that example, and after minutes of deliberation, it was pretty easy to come up with a quick one.
The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Da, da, da.
Alan Moore's favorite movie adaptation of one of his comic books.
I was just saying, yeah. I'm glad you're saying that. I'm glad you're saying that with sarcasm. Good God.
Complete and utter sarcasm. So,
because we all know how you feel about the movie. At least I do.
Yeah. So here's what happens in the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Strap your hats on, kids. This is going to be a long ride. Not really. This movie is pretty easy to explain. So, movie takes place in 1915. Pretty straightforward. World War's about to happen. Down the way. World War I. The other one. The other time we fought, or everyone fought the Germans. No, not a lot of people with them. Anyway. So, Sean Connery's chilling in a hunter's club, and basically government shows up, and they're like, shit's gonna go down. I could go into it, but it's one of these movies. So, shit's going down.
That being said,
okay,
Connery is playing Alan Quartermain, who is a classic character.
And that's the whole thing. This whole movie's hook is that all the characters in the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, they're based off classic literature. I missed half of them. I don't pay attention in school. Who gives a fuck? Anyway.
Culture and this gentleman do not mix.
I'm very cultured.
In the wrong way.
I know. Anyway, so Quartermain gets hired by the government basically to lead this group. The group's very small at this point. Right now, it's the Invisible Man and Mina, Helsing's wife from Van Helsing. She's a vampire for some reason. I don't remember that, but whatever.
You don't find that out till later, though.
I can explain the movie in 5 minutes. Anyway, spoilers, by the way. Anyway, so they start getting together and decide to make the team even bigger because they're basically going up against the Phantom. It's the Phantom of the Opera. For now. Wink, wink. They recruit numerous other characters from other classic literature. We got Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Which is probably one of the best characters in the movie.
Yeah, he's pretty
good. And the comics,
and
I gotta say.
He's
just a great all-around character.
Captain Nemo, Dorian Gray, who I've already been yelled at for not knowing. Apparently you guys probably do. But they get him. Who else was in the team? Captain Nemo, already said him. Quartermain. Oh, Tom Sawyer. Because why not?
And what Tom Sawyer is probably one of the things that bugs me the most about that goddamn movie. Only because he was never in the comics. It was the producer's. I'm assuming it was the producer's idea. Let's make this team more Americanized. So we're gonna throw Tom Sawyer, also a classic American literature character.
America. Anyway. So this whole thing has been spearheaded by M, supposed James Bond character. Of course, it turns out that the thing that they're all trying to fight isn't real. It's been a smokescreen, if you would. Turns out the Phantom is actually Moriarty. I actually didn't mind that twist. That was cool. Decent. I mean, I knew he was going to be the bad guy anyway, but it's cool that it was Moriarty because
it's Moriarty.
Basically, his main goal here has been to get them all together so he can take a sample of each of their powers. He wants to make a super army to start World War I. Doesn't matter.
Who doesn't?
Anyway, so the movie ends with basically they screw up and everyone dies. Not just kidding. They stop everything. Sean Connery gets killed in the crossfire. He gets buried out in Africa. Everyone else is fine. Turns out Dorian Gray was working with him. He dies. And yeah. Lightning bolt hits his grave. Will he come back? Will he not? Who knows?
Thanks for sharing.
There you go. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. What was that? 5 minutes? Movie was 2.5 hours.
He didn't like the movie.
That movie was long, and I'm fine with a long movie. But you can't have long movies with long parts where nothing happens.
That's because you didn't understand who the characters were.
It doesn't even matter if I didn't understand characters. You can't just suddenly then also throw in 30 points of exposition in a 2-minute talk and then go on having nothing for half an hour. It's...
I, for one, enjoyed the movie. I thought it was a nice mix of action and exposition and character development, and I actually enjoyed the characters that they brought up. Even Dorian Gray, although once again not actually from the comics, but I thought he was a very interesting and unique addition to the not only to the group, just to the movie in general.
Yeah.
But of course, everybody knew that he was the bad guy from it was fine.
I didn't completely hate the movie. There are some redeeming qualities. The special effects are, I mean, even considering it was made like 11 years ago, they're still pretty good. Those are pretty good. Sean Connery, he's the best part of any movie.
And it's really unfortunate this was Sean Connery's last major role in Hollywood, which is...
Much like Raul Julia, this will be a stain as his final movie. He was the guy who played Bison in Street Fighter. And then he died after. Depressing. Anyway, that was good. He was good. The rest of it was just pretty nah.
Like I said, the only thing that I would have to say is that the movie itself was okay. It was a PG-13 movie. The source material,
Definitely
not PG-13. Thank you, Alan Moore. But basically everything that happened in that movie was dumbed down so much, and it was just, I think it was taken too far away from the original comics.
like Alien vs. Predator.
But
made the
but the characters I did appreciate a lot, and I still think it's worth a watch if you just have a couple hours to just, I would like to watch just a movie that I don't need to think too hard about and just enjoy. League is a good choice.
I would say don't give it your full attention. If you're playing a video game and you need noise on in the background, sure, watch the movie. If you're playing an RPG, it's long enough for some grinding.
God, I hate you so much.
That's okay, I'm alright with me. Anyway, that was our quick review of The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Once again, I am Chris.
I'm Jay.
And, definitely let us know some other movies, kind of similar style, in the comments that you'd like us to, take a quick look at. And, basically ones that are divided. He liked this movie.
I did.
I did not.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll see you guys next time.
And
on
leave
the
us some
Critic.
lovely comments, too. I'm sure you're going to leave us your opinions. And we like to read them. I know I sounded sarcastic, but I'm actually serious. I would like to read those very much. I live on it.
It really does. And don't forget to join us on other segments of The Broken Sea.
Broken comics, broken cosplay, broken controllers. We got you covered, nerds. You stay classy, you two.